Hi there, Taurus. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for October. This month begins with the Sun in quite a precise part of your horoscope, which is good for grappling with the detail of things, working hard, being conscious of dietary and fitness issues. But there are 3 planets also occupying your sector of relating. And I do feel that this is going to be a very interesting subplot in the early parts of the month, but in the later part of the month, it's going to be the hot area for you. Now, as this month begins, the Sun is also squaring up with Pluto and in an opposition with Uranus. Uranus is the planet that's been making you feel monster restless over the last couple of years, and at times been finding it hard to identify what this has been about. Equally, Pluto is asking you to explore, to be more open-minded, but sometimes you might be finding that the more you do reach out to try to learn new information, almost the more unsettling that information or the people you encounter seem to make you feel. And all that can come up to the boil on the back of the new moon, which occurs on the 5th of this month. If you do feel that someone's being very nitpicky, but not necessarily in a direct way, or in terms of your nervous health, you feel very much on edge, it's going to be important to try to get some good advice about how to deal with this. Someone may give you a different perspective which can help you to feel much more at peace with yourself. Perhaps something is erupting from within you, from within your deep psyche. This is possible too. But there's a standout moment for you which occurs on the 8th, because then Venus moves out of your sector of relating, but into a very passionate and deep part of your scope. This could be wonderful for your sex life in the rest of the month, and make you feel much more amorous. It could also bring some extra financial way if you're fortunate, perhaps through the generosity or success of someone that you're linked with. But unfortunately, around this time too, Mercury is going to be going side by side with Saturn. Now I have to tell you how it is. How you react to this is entirely down to you. But when Mercury and Pluto and Saturn go side by side, it can make us feel quite negative in our thinking. Saturn has a wonderful ability, well it's not wonderful, a difficult capacity to squeeze the goodness out of situations, to make us feel more pessimistic about the potential. But this could really crystallise your thinking about a certain key partnership or relationship. And if you're finding it difficult to get along, you may decide to call it a day. Equally, you might have a real powwow and really get clear about how each of you feels. And that can be fantastic. It creates a foundation stone for you to both go forwards in a more productive way. Now on the 15th of the month, Mars is going to move into a sensational part of your scope, your 5th solar house. This is going to really rev up your energy. It's going to give you a lot more enthusiasm. And if you are a sporty type of bull, the chance to get fitter and more active is given a spurt of enthusiasm by this change. But this can also give you more enthusiasm for socializing and also for romantic pursuits. Now there is, on the 18th however, a very potent lunar eclipse, suggesting the next 6 months are asking you to become much more conscious of your deeper motivations and also of those that you're involved with. Don't necessarily take things at face value on the back of this, but it's a real opportunity to get more au fait about what really makes you tick. However, from the middle of the month, Pluto does end a retrograde and forges an exact square with Uranus through to the end of the month. And there's no way of getting away from this. This can see you feeling profoundly unsettled at times, particularly if you're in a situation which is stopping you growing and you feel stuck around. And you may just find yourself going round and round in a circle over the same issues. Something needs to give, and it may be confronting some of your own inner blockages or dislike of breaking free of long-standing patterns, or the type of security that at one level has made you feel safe, but another level has made you feel really stifled. Be conscious of this. However, on the 21st, Mercury does start to twist backwards, and when it comes to relationships, this can cause some tangles. It's important, therefore, because of this, that you are very clear about what you're saying to people and very clear about what they understand that you've said to them. So if you do have a discussion, it could be about Christmas arrangements, it could be about a day out, Make sure that you send an email just to confirm. Don't take things at face value. People can get the wrong end of one another's sticks. On the 23rd, the Sun moves into your sector of relating to, but this can also help you to be more competitive. And if there are rivals at work, or you work in a fast-moving environment where you really have to have your faculties really sharp, this will help you to take on your rivals and the opposition in a very productive way. If you do enjoy sport, a one-to-one game such as badminton or squash can also be aroused by the Sun moving into this area. But generally we're back into that realm of relationships again. What do you want? What are your needs? But what do other people want from you? If you're clear about all these things, the whole thing will evolve much more smoothly for you, particularly towards the end of the month when the Sun forges an awesome link with Pluto, which can transform a situation. But I think knowledge is the key, and if you do need to speak to someone who has a lot of experience in the area that you're trying to grapple with, do be open to it. It really can help you enormously. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.